morning, everyone. This is Mayan Manzano, and this is Daily Insight. For this morning, we have a very special topic. It is estate planning for business owners, and for that, we have a very special guest also, David Angway, a registered financial planner. Hi, David.
Man.
Okay,
Right.
it's
Hello,
your
everyone.
third, fourth.
I think
Fifth?
Nth time. All right.
Nth time na.
All
Oo.
right.
Okay, madalas we usually get David to talk about planning and all that for especially for businesses. Now,
That's
we're
true.
going to talk about estate planning for business owners.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
wala
right.
si Randy, so solo hosting. Parang guest host lang. We will be very, very raw and very natural.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so David, what is estate planning muna?
Well, estate. Let's go ahead and talk about the estate. That's what you own and minus all the things that you owe. Alright, so
Okay.
ibig sabihin, it's like estate is something that you have right now that you can dispose directly to all your
Yung
inheritance.
sa akin talaga.
Yes,
Not
exactly.
including my utang.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Not including my utang. Kunwari, let's say for example, ako yung mismong merong properties
Yes.
and all. And then all these properties that I have, whether intangible or tangible man yan, ibibigay ko sa'yo, minus all the utang. Okay, so that's
Okay.
what you call the estate. Now, what is estate planning? Minsan, or mas madalas, common to sa mga Pinoy, they thought na it's a tax planning or di kaya financial planning. Pero hindi.
Yes. What's the difference nga pala?
Okay, so estate planning is actually the whole process wherein ita-transfer mo yung pagmamayari mo directly to your heirs.
Okay.
Now, yung tax planning and financial planning, nasa loob yun ng estate planning.
So, it is important kapag nawala ako.
Yep, that's correct.
Para yung property ko, alam kung kanino mapupunta. That's
That is
basically
correct.
estate planning.
That's correct.
Okay, now why is it important?
Well, unang-una sa lahat, if we're talking about business owners, whether you're a startup or a big business owners, you need to have that one. Especially because this one's for your family. What's the main reason why you put up a business in the first place? Well, of course,
Yes,
you would like
for
to
the
have
future,
a
for your
future
family, for your kids.
purpose. And if this is your cash cow, that means ito yung bread and butter ng family mo. And then you don't have estate planning. And then suddenly, you got into a critical illness, or you suddenly die, or probably out of nowhere, sumakay ka ng eroplano, and then all of a sudden, nawala yung eroplano. 4 years nawala yung eroplano. So, anong mangyayari
Okay.
dito? So, all properties and
Magkakagulo
businesses
ang
mo.
mga heirs, yes.
Magkakagulo ang mga heirs. And that's the main reason why I highly recommend these things. Regardless of the income of the business right now, you can go ahead and put a holographic will, which we're gonna be discussing
Okay,
later.
so let's zero in. That's the importance of estate planning.
Yep.
I get that now. I hope our viewers are listening. Now, why is it important for business owners? Let's focus on business owners muna.
Well, to avoid further conflict,
Oh.
because again, you don't know if you're a business owner and you're so busy, okay, creating money directly and making a lot of your customers happy. Now, what will happen if, let's say, for example, you cannot transfer this property directly to someone else?
Okay.
So, a business owner right now, they're creating wealth. Okay, what
Yes.
if? How can they go ahead and preserve that? Sabi nga nila, there's this so-called quotation na parang for family, plan until Saturday night. Pero kapag rich family or wealth mindset, they plan for the next fifth generation. So if you can create a business right now,
Yes.
okay, tapos nawala ka na, and then that's the end of your legacy, what will happen directly to your family, to the next generation, to the grandchildren of yours?
It's protecting the business itself as well as the heirs.
That's correct.
Diba? Okay. Karamihan dito sa Daily Insight, we had the startups, you know, and the owners are millennials, very young owners, wala pang family. How is it, how can they benefit or how can they maximize an estate plan?
Okay, good thing for na ask me yan. Well, usually kapag startup ka, you're just focusing to one thing, to make sure that your company will survive.
Yes.
Right?
Oo, totoo yun. That
Now-
usually is, di ba?
Now you're putting so much blood, sweat, and tears directly just in order for it to be scaled. Now, what if, let's say for example, we are three, you're Andy, okay?
Sa isang
We
business.
created a startup company, and then this company is somehow booming and gaining grounds. Now, What if I don't have any estate planning, or you don't have a will, or you don't have a trust? Ang mangyayari lang dito is whatever we got, okay, as if, let's say for example, in a corporation or in a business partnership, what will happen if I'm suddenly gone?
Kung isa sa mga
Magsusurvive
owners.
pa ba ang
Okay.
business natin?
Oh.
So ngayon, kunwari, let's say for example, ako ang utak at heart, and kayo lang naman yung kamay, and then yung paa.
Oo.
What will happen kapag nawala yung heart and brain?
Oh.
So, as much as possible, you need to put in place na estate planning is not just for someone who's very wealthy na.
Oo.
Estate planning is for someone...
Could also be for startups.
Yes, exactly.
Even small
Regardless of your
businesses.
age, your
Yes.
your business, your profile, and let's say for example, have a startup, pero you have so many big family. You belong to a big family. Ito yung bread and butter ng pinaka big family mo, nakaka-rely sa'yo, and then nawala
Your
ka.
spouse, your kids.
That's
ganun.
correct.
Okay, now let's go to the specifics. So sinabi mo na what if tatlo tayo sa business and then suddenly nagkaroon ka ng sakit na critical or nawala ka. Now, how does estate plan works?
Okay.
For example, meron kang estate plan. Kami ni Randy ang naiwan.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
Now, this is exactly how
The tools.
the tools will really work. Okay, unang-una sa lahat, in order for you to get into these kinds of tools, you need to talk to either financial planners,
Like yourself.
bankers,
Okay.
attorneys, or different lawyers like you guys in the future. Now, this is exactly what's going to happen. If I do have a valid will, the number one, ito yung pinaka most common na financial tools
Last
or estate
will,
planning
mga
tools. Last will or yung will. If I do have a will, dapat at least kahit papano, pinakita mo to into an attorney or to a lawyer.
Okay. To validate ba?
To validate lang. Because unang-una sa lahat, you created a holographic will. You created it in
Nagsulat
written.
lang ako, yeah.
Nagsulat, and then you signed, and then all of a sudden, it's
Tinago ko
not valid
lang sa
at all.
bawal or something.
That's correct. So ngayon, ang nangyari dito, we need to double check that one. And then,
Hold on, David. How do you have it validated?
Well,
okay, sulat ako ngayon.
okay, I'll go ahead and simply ask my friend, the lawyer, to simply...
To notarize. That's it.
To double check it, whether it's valid or not,
Okay.
under the different characteristics. Tapos meron din naman notarial will na probably a year ago mo na ginawa through a written documentations.
Okay.
Pero pwede rin yun. Now, kapag ako, let's go back directly to your question. What if nawala ako and then you guys happen to be the only two people na
Yes,
lang?
na.
Now, kapag ako, let's say for example, nilagay
You
ko
had
on
a-
my
you have a
will.
valid, yes.
I do have a valid will, and then sinabi ko dito, whatever amount or future gains the business might have, okay, I'll go ahead and simply pass these things directly to my spouse and to my kid. No? Or di kaya, I can go ahead and simply ask them. Now, whatever I got right now from that particular business, I'll go ahead and ask my 18-year-old daughter to take over already.
So,
To the plan.
whatever you want to put in a will, possible.
Yes, you can go ahead and do that
Kahit
one.
na anong wish mo
Yes,
sa will.
as much as
Paano
possible.
kung 16-year-old, underage pa?
Well,
Pwede ba
technically,
mag-take over na?
There's gonna be a legal
Legal age pa rin.
legal age pa
That's
rin.
why you need the lawyer to validate
That's
your
correct.
will. Okay.
Alright.
Para hindi namin, for example, kami na lang hindi na iwan sa business. Para hindi namin mapabayaan yung family mo.
That's correct. Or di kaya, you can also do this. Oh, kunwari, in my, di ba, terms and conditions ko. Now,
Right.
once na I'm done, or I'm dying, or I'm already dead,
Yes.
you can go ahead and buy out my shares.
Okay, you can put it in a will also.
Yes, that's correct.
We have the option to buy out your share.
Yep.
As long as this and this and that will give a share to
That's
your
correct.
family and all that. Okay, that is protecting you and your family. Para kasi minsan, 'di ba, yung mga business owners na naiiwan, they're like, okay, wala na si David. Let's just
Yeah.
run the business.
That's correct. That's
Right.
correct. And without even notifying the family or what will happen directly to the family. So, me as a business owner, together with you guys, needs to at least set up the projection of what will
Yes.
happen. Especially, I'm the CEO, or let's say, for example, I'm the CEO or CTO who's gonna take over the business. Now, baka mamaya, kapag nawala ako, wala na rin.
Wala
Yung
na rin,
business.
o hindi na namin i-continue,
Exactly.
diba?
So, medyo ano yan, devastating effect yan on the
Yes.
business, and then at the same time, devastating effect for the family as
For
well.
the family.
Yep,
Okay.
that's true.
Okay, does the scale of the business matter?
Yes, that's true. Because we're talking about money itself.
Okay. What if the business is like sobrang small pa lang. I have like one physical store. Hindi
Okay.
pa kami ganun masyadong kumikita. Is it practical to have an estate plan?
Yeah, because let's say for example, we're business owners, we're business partners on that level, and then kung applicable ba yung pinaka estate plan on that
Yes.
level, yes, it's still applicable because there's a money running inside the business itself. Regardless, let's say for example, kung 100,000 or 180,000 yung pinaka gross sales mo, it should also be part of your estate planning. Okay? Kasi ano yung mga future incomes yan.
Correct.
Okay, and remember, the main reason why we need to have that is to simply, because that's our property, that's my property as a business owner, and then at the same time, I need to let my kids, all right, take over, or not really take over, but at least somehow receive
Get their share.
a compensation.
Fair share. Oo.
That's correct.
Especially if your family, your spouse, do not know anything about the business,
That's
no?
correct. Yun din ang problema.
Okay, nawala ka. How is David running the business? Wala kaming ka-idea.
And she's a housewife, plain
Yes.
housewife, and then that's it.
Oo.
So, what will happen if, let's say, for example, I don't have a will or a trust? Okay, let's talk about that later on. Now, what if you don't have that estate planning tools, wala ring life insurance,
Oh, no.
you're gonna be putting them directly at
Yes.
so much, alam mo yun, risk na,
Risk.
okay, they're cash strapped, kumbaga.
Oo.
So,
Parang hanging sila, di ba, pag
That's
nawala
correct.
ka yung business owner. Okay, paano yung, like, the specifics of getting into that? Okay, so pumunta kami sa'yo, you're a registered financial planner, I'm an owner of a small business. How do we start
Okay.
availing an estate plan?
So, number one is we need to assess all the things that you have right now.
I-disclose ko sa'yo lahat.
Yes, exactly.
My house, my
Yes,
car.
that's correct. So that's a part of the
savings.
financial planning because your gross estate, meaning that's what you owe and you own. Okay.
Yes.
Now, once we determine all these things already, then we try to classify exactly kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari. Ano bang gusto mong mangyari? Let's say, for example, with it comes to your business itself, or di kaya when it comes to the future dealings that you have.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, Michael Jackson, when he's still alive, he's only $50 million. Okay? Now, when he's dead, he got $310 million. So, what will happen directly to his estate mismo?
Yes.
So, there are certain ways that he did, which is very, very smart. He created a will.
So, meron siyang will.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, and so sad to say,
Si-
many artista, okay, na I've heard don't have any will at all.
Oh, no.
Okay, after they earned a lot of money, they
Wala.
end up losing everything as well, and then they let their family members suffer from paying estate tax.
Estate tax.
Okay, so technically back.
So, yung wealth nila, hindi pa enough to cover estate
That's
tax.
correct. And I heard a particular scenario. This is actually real case studies.
Okay.
Wherein 300 million pesos yung mismong business owner na to, he forgot or he wasn't able to simply buy an enough life insurance for himself. Which is he bought only 3 million.
3
He got
million life
300
insurance? 300 yung worth niya.
300 million worth,
Worth.
and then he only bought 3 million.
Underinsured.
Yes, exactly. That's correct.
Oh, no.
So if you're into the proper estate planning, you need to at least talk to a financial planner who can
Okay.
probably guide you to fill in the gap.
Yes, to guide you how much should it
That's
be,
correct.
how much the
Okay.
worth should be.
So
yes,
you need
estate
to
plan.
coordinate with a lot of people somehow. Probably there's this tax lawyer, so they can go ahead and
Yes.
take care of your tax, and then at the same time all the legal things that must be done.
So it's like a team.
Yes, that's correct. There's a financial planner, there's a banker, there's a insurance agent,
A lawyer,
there's an
yes.
investment.
Okay.
So these things, these people can create more money for you and for your family. You thought na if you're not gonna talk to them, if you're gonna be doing it, do it yourself mentality.
Ang iniisip ng iba, I don't need to pay a lawyer, mas mahal pa yan eh. I don't need to pay a banker or
That's correct.
a planner.
That's correct. Now, what if, let's say, for example, your kid is actually just 6 years old, but you don't trust your wife on how to
Okay.
handle the money.
The money, yes.
Now, how are you going to be able to do that?
To set aside a fund for that 6-year-old
That's
kid,
correct.
diba?
So,
Okay.
let's say, for example, you created a will, you also create a trust. Yung trust na yan, it's either the bank. The bank will take care. Once my daughter or my son is already 18 at the legal age,
You can hand
go ahead and simply give it
him
directly to him all the properties and all
So
these things.
the registered financial planner does the planning, and then these people like banker, lawyer, does the execution.
Yeah, they can
Sa
go ahead
kanila yung
and, we can go ahead and
implementation
we
na.
can go ahead and coordinate. We'll probably the main agent will take care of you, and then we'll simply make sure na at this particular point in time everything
Okay.
must be executed.
Okay, so nag-uusap tayo. I'm gonna disclose everything that I own.
Yep.
And then from that discussion, you're gonna tell me the value of what should be the value of my
That's
estate
correct.
plan.
The estate. Yep, that's right. That's
So
that's
that's it.
how it's gonna work. All right.
Okay, so magte-take effect na siya. Wala na akong isipin kung nagkasakit man ako critical or if I die suddenly, at least meron ng estate plan that can like take care of the wealth that I'll be
That's correct.
leaving behind.
Okay, let me
Okay.
go ahead and talk to you about another case study.
Sige, case study tayo.
30 years old,
Yes.
business owner, got two kids, and currently living in the UK. He was diagnosed with early Alzheimer's. So that's we're talking about 30 years old here. We're not
Yes.
talking about 60 years old or
Who would have,
65.
diba?
Who would have thought?
known. Yes.
So, if you don't have any preparation for your estate planning, what will happen? Baka mamaya hindi na kita kilala. Di ba? Hindi ko alam na ginawa mo pala to. Na hindi, the next time is like, nawala na ako. Di ba? So, that's the most common thing. If you have a prepared will, trust, or di kaya life insurance, or di kaya special power of attorney, this can help you put your family in a more secured place. Di ba?
I hope that our business owners or even not business owners, that our viewers are being enlightened of the importance of estate planning.
That's correct.
Especially yung mga business owners natin na nag-guest dito sa Daily Insight. Even, it's nice to know, at least ngayon, ako na-realize ko na kahit small business pa lang, it's practical to have an estate plan. Hindi
Okay.
lang yung kailangan malaking business.
Yeah.
Diba?
Let me give to you a quick run through of statistics.
Yes,
Most of
please.
the business owners right now are so stressed. Let me guarantee you with that.
Oh.
And usually, okay, the number one
Jogging
killer, the number one killer, aside from being obese in this world right now, is cancer. When you're so stressed as a business owner, your body's being totally acidic, and that feeds your cancer cells. And when
Ako
that
tayo mga
happens,
business owners.
let me go ahead and tell you. Normally, business owners will just go ahead and create a will na kapag, let's say for example, sinabi na ng doctor nila na 3 months ka na lang. What are you gonna do with the 3 months?
Grabe, no?
Right?
Oo nga, no. Pero pwede pa ba?
Yeah, of course.
Pwede pa
All you
ba?
gotta do is like, that's the main reason why mahirap yung, let's say for example, you're gonna be having your cardiothoracic surgery and then you're gonna be having replacement of bulb. And then, doon ka lang magsusulat ng will
And
mo.
also, baka hindi ka na nasa tamang mindset.
That is
I
correct.
mean, yung mental health mo, iba
Number
na.
number one
Okay.
characteristics ng isang will should be you
should
must
be
be
sound.
in a sound mind.
Yes, when you're doing that well. Kasi baka kung kanino mo na maibigay yung
That's correct, di ba? At saka
properties,
dapat naiintindihan to.
correct.
Kasi baka mamaya ikaw lang nakakaintindi nito,
Kasi
alright?
mga magmamana, what is this? What am I getting?
That's
What did this
correct.
the
That's
dad
correct.
or my spouse
That's correct.
leave behind?
Diba?
Okay.
So you don't want to let them all panic. It's like,
Yes.
panic mo na, parang what's gonna happen directly to the property?
Yes. So David, you're saying the earlier the better.
Yes, that's correct.
Diba?
Yeah, as long as you heard these things, you can go ahead and contact me. Send me a message directly through Facebook so that I can go ahead and lead you guys
Yeah, please
on how
let
to
them
make
know
it
your
happen.
Facebook account,
Yeah,
please,
you
or
can go ahead and
website.
add me directly through my Facebook account, David Isaiah Angway. You can follow me with IG. In IG, it's like David Angway, and then you can go ahead and send me a message directly at david_angway@yahoo.com. So I'll go ahead and simply give to you alam mo, the tidbits of what you're gonna be doing. I don't want you to be in a panic mode, especially in your family.
And of course, if they want to be enlightened more about estate plan, kasi hindi
Yeah.
naman natin na-discuss lahat, there are technicalities still
That's
na
correct.
kailangan nilang malaman.
The
So,
computation is very, very important
correct.
as well. Baka mamaya
succession.
ma-tax
Mahirap
evasion
yung
ka, di
subject
ba?
na yan sa law school.
Oo,
Okay,
di ba?
so for sure may computation
That's
pa yan.
correct.
So it's important that you guys go to a professional, a registered financial planner, or a lawyer, di ba?
Yeah, a lawyer.
Kunyari, investment planner or banker, at least to know where to invest your money and how to protect it. Okay, this has been Mornings Filled with Meaningful Business Talks, giving you useful advice on how to win at your career. This is Ryan Manzano, and this is Daily Insight. David!